The Switch sales finally slow down. Avowed gets delayed. And is the Xbox mobile store nearly upon us?
Oh,
welcome back to 128 KB News. This is your quick bit of gaming news to catch you up on what's happening in the gaming world this week. And Andy,
hello.
You're vested and ready to go.
I am. Yes, I am. Not anything.
It's definitely summer.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Out, guns out.
I won't get the guns out. Don't worry. It's fine.
And talking of guns out, let's jump straight into the first story. And it's Call of Duty yet again.
Ooh.
The cheating saga rumbles on.
Oh, is it still just you, though?
It's just me cheating, and when I cheat, it's just to bring me up to the level that everyone else is at so I don't die constantly. If I get more than a 0.5 kill to death ratio, I'm doing well, so I'm definitely one of these cheaters. Activision have reportedly banned 65,000 accounts in 1 week.
That's insane.
After that huge spike in cheaters being reported since Game Pass and Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how you've found the time to create 65,000 accounts.
Bots, just all bots. Yeah. I'm just there, Russian bot farming, 1,000 iPads on a wall, cloud streaming.
Yeah, that's
all me.
It is mad though, 65,000 accounts in a week.
And to be fair to Activision, they get such a bad reputation for not doing enough about the cheating problem.
Yeah, everyone's
always complaining about how bad, especially Warzone is for cheaters.
Yeah.
So it's good to see them being proactive. And 65,000 in a week is just shows you how bad the problem must be.
Yeah. And I don't actually understand it. Do you know what I mean? Like personally, why bother? Like, what sort of satisfaction do you get for cheating? Like, I just don't understand. I understand games like from 20, 30 years ago where you'd get a little cheat book or they would be in the game just to have more
level
fun.
Select.
Yeah, or even like GTA 3, you know, where you would get like unlimited ammo or like, you know, ragdoll effect and stuff like that. Those kind of cheats were fun. But like cheating on an online game, what is the point?
Well, I can tell you the point as one of the cheaters. It's to make sure that I don't die every single round. Get at least one kill. I don't know. There's no satisfaction in it. But I'm going to move on to the Nintendo Switch. It's where our heart lies here at 128 KB. Isn't it? Let's be fair.
Yeah, I've got mine right in front of me.
Yeah, love it. The Switch sales have finally slowed down. I know. It's taken
85 years.
It's the 85th year of the Nintendo Switch. Sales are down 46% compared to this time last year.
Wow.
In its 8th year. Let's, make that fucking known. It's still sold. This is the bit I don't understand. They still sold 2.1 million units of the Nintendo Switch OLED, Switch Classic, and Switch Lite.
Yeah.
2.1. Who's buying the Nintendo Switch in 2024?
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It is mad.
It's utterly insane.
I mean, it's still a great system, but come on, we're like at the end of its life now. Just drop the Switch 2 already.
The end of its life.
Oh yeah.
But you can see why they've not dropped the Switch 2 yet when they're still. I mean, this is the first quarter that it's really dramatically fallen.
Yes, yeah.
So it's actually properly slowing down now. But it's not slowed down that much. They sold 30.6 million games last quarter.
Yeah, it's all about the games.
So physical and digital.
All about the games.
And interestingly, with Nintendo, over 2/3 of the games sold by them are hardware, like physical copies and not digital.
Yeah.
They're one of the few that are really bucking the trend with keeping physical games alive. And, as playing collectors ourselves, it's lovely to see.
Yeah.
So it's slowing down for the Nintendo Switch, but not as much as you would expect in 8 years of
that's it. They're
existence.
doing so well, but it's because the Switch has been such a superstar, hasn't it? Like it's done so well from humble beginnings. Like it was outdated when it launched, but it was just this revolutionary, hybrid thing, your console on the go, and Nintendo are the king of gameplay. They
must be close. They must be close to 150 million units sold on the Switch.
Yeah.
It must be close to it now.
And then Switch 2 anytime soon, end of the year.
Anytime soon.
Yeah.
And talking of things taking longer than they should, can we talk about Avowed for a second?
Oh, don't tell me the news. I don't want to know.
Xbox have confirmed Avowed has been delayed until February the 18th, 2025. It was slated for there is an actual confirmed date.
Wow, that's news to me.
Well, it's rumoured confirmed date. But I'm saying it's confirmed because we've said it here, okay? Now it's fact. It was slated for roughly the end of this year, but it's been delayed until February time 2025.
Yeah.
If you don't know about Avowed, it was announced early this year in the Xbox Developers Direct.
Yes.
An action RPG that looks awesome. It looks right up our street.
It's basically Skyrim. Like it
Yes.
looks like Elder Scrolls 6. You know, like it looks really cool. And it's weirdly looks like VR without the VR. Like at the same time, you know,
It's a nice way of putting it.
I've actually been excited by this game. I'm really hyped.
Yeah.
So when you told me it was being delayed, I was like, oh no.
I know, got to wait a bit longer.
Yeah.
What I love about the story most of all is not that the developers are going to take a little bit longer to make sure the game is perfectly as polished as possible and not do a cyberpunk on us.
Okay, yeah.
They're going to, it's not because of that.
Oh.
No, Xbox claim, now I'm going to quote this now,
Oh, please
is
do.
to allow players more time with their backlog of games, with so many games being released in 2024.
Wow.
Now, isn't that nice of them?
That's really
Just let
nice.
us have more time.
My backlog dates to probably about 1997. So I don't think that matters, Xbox.
No,
just release the
no.
game. Let me play it
Just
for an
release the
hour
game.
and then I'll put it on the
Yeah.
shelf and then that will be in the backlog.
Adding to the backlog of buying games and never completing them.
Yes.
I think Avowed might buck that trend. It may be one of the few that that does get completed. And actually, to be fair to Xbox, and I was joking about it, but its timing does fall quite nicely. There's a lot happening at the end of
There is a
2024
lot.
that I do want to play.
Yeah, there is a lot.
And by the time February 25 comes along, maybe I'll be fresh, ready for a new RPG to jump into.
I'm going to play this no matter when it releases. I would have been happy if it released in like a month. Do you know what I mean? Like whenever it comes, I would have jumped in myself. But I understand it. Tactically delaying games because there's other huge hitters coming in that time period is a good move for a brand new IP, you know, that potentially people could skip out on. Whereas if they, like you said, wait for like a bit of time where maybe there's not much happening, more people are likely going to try it. So it could be a legitimate move and fair play, you know. And if it means they get to actually behind the scenes to polish it a bit more, brilliant.
Yeah, I'm all for them taking their time with games I'm excited for because, like I said earlier, we don't want a cyberpunk happening again.
No, we don't.
A game we're all excited for that gets released as an absolute hot mess.
No
thanks.
No.
Okay, this is a sad one.
Oh.
And it's a big one.
Oh.
Game Informer.
Wow.
It's game over, man.
Oh.
Game over for Game Informer.
Damn.
And their owners, GameStop, literally just dropped them like a hot potato overnight in a really unceremonious, awful, and just thinking for the people involved, the staff there, just a really disgusting way of
That's
handling
savage,
it.
isn't it? They literally just like cut them off. Ching. There you go. Bye.
Yeah. Apparently, the staff were called into an all-staff meeting on a Friday to tell them that they won't have a job on Monday.
Savage.
And this is Game Informer's an institution. It's 33 years old.
Yeah.
For a long time was, especially in America, like the biggest games publication there was. It just, Game Informer was everything.
Yeah.
When GameStop bought them in the early 2000s, they were given a magazine rack in the GameStop stores and the only game magazine in there.
Wow.
I mean, game launches were delayed, or the announcements were delayed, so the Game Informer cover could be like the release. It was it was the place to release games, the place everyone went to.
Yeah.
But yeah, the staff were literally informed at the weekend, no more Game Informer, no more job for you. A tweet was put out by one of the chief editors, and then obviously GameStop, the owners, deleted the account within 24 hours. So the Twitter account got deleted.
Yeah.
Their website with all the archive of all of those years of articles taken down. Like literally just ceased to exist.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? And it's sadly the sign of our times currently, you know, because back in the day, magazines were the only way to find out this news that we're bringing you today, and you know, and find out when new launches were happening. You know, I remember being a kid and being like eager to come home from school and go to the local newsagent and get the latest magazine to see what was happening, you know. And now, sadly, you know, I know it's convenient for everyone. You can just flick up your phone, go on Twitter or whatever and get the information. But, you know, there was something really nice about having a tangible magazine and finding out that way. Yeah. Rather than just getting a notification going, oh, yeah.
and actual journalists working on it rather than sweaty idiots like us.
Yeah. Yes. Where did you even find me? Like, I was just walking down the street.
No idea. You'll do.
Where am I?
All right. The final one is a juicy one, Andy.
Oh.
And it's about Xbox again. I feel like we're talking about Xbox all the time.
Hasn't every
they
news?
just don't leave the news.
Yeah, I was going to say, hasn't every news so far been Xbox?
It really has, and it's not intentional. I'm platform agnostic, but
are you?
Xbox just seems to be. I think I'm paid by them now, or paid to hate them. I'm not sure. It depends which commenter you listen to.
True, yeah.
Okay, so this story is one I don't know whether to be nonplussed by it or genuinely frightened of it.
Yes.
For Microsoft and for Xbox in particular.
Yeah.
But it revolves around mobile gaming, which is an area that I really don't like. The Xbox mobile store is happening, and it's upon us very soon. Microsoft have confirmed that it's in testing at the moment.
Lovely.
There's even a website you can go to, and they see it there. This thing is coming soon, basically.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you what they've said about it. It's going to be a browser-based mobile game marketplace from Xbox for mobile phones.
Wow.
Focusing on Microsoft first-party content, games like Minecraft and Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Also, there will be select third-party titles to follow too. And this will possibly be linking into Game Pass in some way.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about it. I've got to say, I feel like a complete charlatan because I did used to work in the mobile game industry, making part of mobile game development teams.
That's probably why you don't like them so much.
That's probably why I don't like them. Yeah, it's definitely why I don't like them. Xbox moving into this space, it makes sense because they own that part of Activision Blizzard. They've got the King part of it.
Yeah.
So they've already got Candy Crush. Obviously, they already have Minecraft, and that's going to be hugely successful on mobile.
Yes.
It could be as simple as a way for them to bypass the kind of Apple sales 100%. Tax that happens.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. Yeah, that is absolutely what it is.
Because currently, if you sell stuff on the Apple marketplace, and I think it might be the same for the Google marketplace too, you'd have to give 30% to them.
Yeah, it's kind of like Steam.
You split it.
Yeah.
Exactly like Steam, but more savage.
Yeah, more restrictions.
And that also includes any in-game transactions, like microtransactions. If you give 30% to them.
Yeah.
It's why on YouTube that you can't join memberships through iOS app anymore.
Yeah.
Because Google took it off because they were just taking 30%.
Yeah.
So it feels like a way for them to bypass that, and it could be as simple as that. And I hope really is. My concern, and this may be unfounded, but my concern is that it kind of suggests a direction that Microsoft are taking Xbox that feels worrying.
Yeah, that sort of push away from console and try to be anywhere, everywhere, and everywhere.
I'll kind of stir this rumor a little bit more by saying, does it now make more sense of them licensing all these third-party mobile controllers?
Yes.
The likes of GameSeer, which are really good bits of hardware. You review some of them.
Yes, yeah.
But does that make more sense now?
Maybe.
Thinking about this mobile store?
I feel like the mobile games don't need external controllers. Do you know what I mean? Like is just slap the screen. It's like a slot machine. Like, do you know what I mean? That's what I see
Candy
mobile.
Crush,
yeah, well, exactly. That's what I see phone games as. They are literally just, I can't pick up my Ally X because I'm in a meeting, but I can pretend to be asleep and look under my phone, under the desk and roll the dice, sort of thing. So I understand it. Like, there is a massive amount of mobile phone gamers and mostly children that have a tablet or phone, that are probably millions of them. And I think it's a good way to cash in. They've spent so much money on all these developers and everything. They are the losing team on the console sales front. They've got to make this money back somewhere. And the way I see it is, if they're going to then be in the eyes of all these children that are the next generation of gamers, that are the next people that are going to fund people like Xbox, then great. Like, if kids are, going, oh yeah, like I played Xbox as a kid, maybe I'll look at their big adult games, and that might lead them on to become Xbox gamers or whatever in the future. Ultimately, is this a good thing? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent because I just don't. I'm a big handheld gamer, but I don't play mobile phone games because they suck.
I really hope you're right in that, and that does feel very logical. It's a simple way for them to recoup some of the money from that part of the kind of publishing that they've bought off people.
Yeah.
I do worry that perhaps they'll start to try and bring some part of Game Pass over, or some part of the kind of AAA experience onto mobile, and it's... At the moment, it just doesn't feel like that joins up very nicely.
Yeah, I get
It's
you.
a kind of a muddied vision.
Yeah, but I mean, Game Pass is already on mobile, isn't it? Like, you know, cloud streaming, and that I can get behind more than I can like normal mobile gaming, because at least you can just hook a controller up and actually stream a full-on game and continue with your save from your Xbox or whatever. So it's already here. That's among us, you know. So yeah, maybe with this whole streaming specific Xbox account, you know, Game Pass account that we've talked about in the previous news, maybe that ties into this, and good, maybe, you know, maybe it gets more people in. I don't know.
Having recently actually played more streaming Game Pass games with a decent internet connection, I can say that for the first time in a long time, it actually feels quite viable as well.
Yeah, it's much better than
like
it used
cloud
to be.
streaming.
Yeah.
Loads better than it used to be. Actually quite a seamless experience now. So yeah, maybe it is a good thing. I don't know. That's how easily my mind changes. It just give me a simple argument and I'll change my mind. I'd love to know what you guys think about that. Xbox moving into the mobile kind of marketplace. It's a weird move, but maybe it does make sense. And I don't know, are you sad that AVOWED's been delayed? Let us know all the things in the comments. And whilst you're down there digging around, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And Andy, what else should they do?
Watch some more videos from us across our 10,000 channels that we love.
10,000. Certified, it's true.
It is, yeah. That's how many we've got.
Until the next time.
Bye.
We'll see you next time.